Alright, so hopefully this comes out okay. It's going to be a slightly different video than usual. Today, we're going to be working on that thing back there. Been having some issues. There's been an engine code coming up recently as far as like an ABS system stuff. It's essentially what it's doing is it's killing my my power steering, all my electronics, like stuff like that. So I don't have cruise control, I don't have assisted braking, hill start, all that stuff. So today I'm going to be taking the wheels off the car, lifting the car up, kind of checking over everything I've done. First thing I'm really going to be checking is the wiring, because that's more than likely what it's going to be coming down to, is a wiring issue. But we'll see. But yeah, so I'm probably going to have y'all post it up somewhere. Maybe time lapse it, because the first couple of stuff was just literally checking up the car and taking off the tires, which I'm sure all of y'all should know how to do. If not, I might throw in like a time lapse of me jacking up a car, and then maybe like a little really quick snippet of me like taking off the wheels. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, don't want to make this too long, so let's go ahead and get to it. I got some Outcast playing in the back. It is hot as shit outside, so I'm gonna try not to take too long. Got my Big Red and water. Water's more important, honestly, but I still need to drink my Big Red. And yeah, we'll get back to y'all here in a little bit. Alright, got the car all jacked up. This part should be simple enough for everybody. You just take your, you know, the little piece and you put it on your thingamajig, and then you whatchamacallit in here, and then you do that thing right there, and then that sucker comes out, and then you put it over there. Yeah, got it. And I'm doing this on all four. They all got to come off because I got to check a whole bunch of stuff, and I got to finish putting on parts. And we'll go over those parts after putting them on. Sorry if the quality isn't the best. It's my first time doing a video like this, so just let me know if y'all can hear me or how it comes out. Really hoping we can solve the electronic issue we're having. Oh man, this thing wants to come off. This thing wants to come off real bad. I grant you permission to leave the wheel from the car. Okay. But yeah, that's it. And then we'll get into this stuff later. Man, y'all should be really happy I'm not recording this in real time, because this is taking me fucking forever. Pardon the language. This is taking me forever, honestly. Sorry about the wind if y'all hear a bunch of wind noise. Still recording off the GoPro, but this is where we're at right now. I have to do the car the way I jack up the car is these jack stands. I get them up to 3. And whenever I say 3, I mean these little ledges that stick out, these teeth. I count this as 1, so I usually go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll go to the other side, lift that up to the same point, then jack that side up to 6, and then come back and do this side to 6, and then that's usually where I like to do my ride height, because then with this height I can actually fit under there with my little rolly thing that I have that helps me when I'm working on this stuff. But yeah, we get to start going in here and checking stuff here in a little bit, but just kind of wanted to show you what the car looked like right now. There is a toe link that will be replacing this piece right here. I've had it for ages. I just never put it on whenever I did this because of this shit right here, this alignment stuff. But I got faith. We'll figure it out. We'll get it done. I did all the other suspension stuff myself, and I mean it wasn't off at all after I put it back together. But this part I know is a little bit more. You have to get it correct. So I'm gonna have to try to spend a lot of time making sure I get that right. Also, while these are exposed, I'm going to be adjusting my suspension for the first time ever since having these. Try to make it to where this car will launch from a dig a lot better, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll let y'all know whenever everything gets back on the ground. And then I also have to make sure all the stuff down here is tightened from all the suspension work I've done to this car too. It's been a minute since I've gone over these stuff, so it's kind of important. And then my gut feeling was that the sensor issue I was having was from the front, but you know what? I never thought about even considering the back. That'd be interesting if it ended up being a problem for the back. It doesn't look like that's the case, which is good. But yeah, I'll catch y'all back up whenever I got something interesting. So we are officially on day 2 of working on the car. I do believe I figured out what the issue was with the ABS stuff. I believe it's just the wheel speed sensor, which is this bad boy chilling in between that space in here. It's connected to this cable right here. It is filthy. I don't think you'll be able to see it at all in this camera, but it is completely covered in shit. Same thing with the other side. Completely covered in a bunch of gunk. This one is over here. So, lined up with that cable. And this one's about as bad as the other side, but the other side is definitely worse. But I'm pretty sure that is all the problem is as far as the ABS stuff goes. I might try to check the ones back here too to see if I can get any gunk off of these, but after I get the sensors cleaned off, I'm gonna probably turn on the car, see if I can clear out the codes, get the air to clear, and then if that clears, then I'll go straight to probably doing the drive shaft next. But yeah, I'll try to get y'all back whenever I got something going. So hopefully you'll be able to see this a little bit better. I mean, you can see there's a bunch of gunk on it. The other side was definitely the worst side, but I'm gonna clean that up with the a wet rag, and then afterwards we'll turn on the car, see if the codes clear out for that traction stuff, and if so, we can move on to the drive shaft. Well, I'm not too sure how well you'll be able to see that little cylinder in there, but I got it cleaned off now. Now it's just time to go turn on the car and see if the code decided to clear out or not. So we're technically on day 3 now of working on the Mustang. I had to stop early the last couple of days because it's been so hot, so I woke up kind of early. It's like almost 10 o'clock in the morning. It feels pretty good outside. There's a nice breeze. So I'm going to try to tackle this drive shaft stuff down. I did clear out the code. I reset the battery and turned back on the car, and the code was gone, and my electronic stuff was back, so happy about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this done. It shouldn't take too long. It's 4th of July, so I gotta do this as quick as I can because I gotta celebrate later. America. More or less. Alright, so y'all are coming with me under the car. This is the diff right here. Right here is the drive shaft. This is the diff sign. And these are 10mm bolts. I think right here is a... Yeah, this is my 10. We're gonna get this out here shortly. These seem to be actually under 45 pounds of torque, and I think they're actually under 40, because I was messing around with them with my torque wrench, and I was able to spin all 3 of these from 45 to 40. And I'm pretty sure whenever I put on the new one, I have to torque them to 45, so I think it's very interesting that the stock ones are actually, like, less tightened, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna be using this guy, and then this bad boy here. And if I can't get this to fit properly, then I got a little bendy boy around the corner. Make it work. But yeah, so we got that part. And then further up ahead, on this side of the drive, oh, I want to bump my head on that. That would hurt. My dumps are literally right here. So right here is the other side of the drive shaft, and these are 12s. 12mm, but you need the 12 point like that. Make sure you can get it on there properly, and actually turn this sucker, or else you won't be able to get it on there. But this one, I didn't check to see what the torque was on the stock part. I just put my torque wrench to 100 pounds and loosened it just so I could break the bolt. Really easy to do, honestly. I already got all 3 of these loosened here. I have to put the car in neutral so I can spin the drive shaft, and then finish loosening the bolts, take them off, and then after that, I'm gonna come back to the middle here. And these little guys up there, these are supposed to, well, they are 13mm. I checked. They're 13mm. I gotta take these 2 off. And that's the last thing, because that's gonna be the last thing holding up the drive shaft. So as soon as I pop this off, it's just gonna be me holding it up, and then I'm gonna have to pull from that side to get this side to come out, and then pull from that side to get it to wiggle out, and then I gotta go out that way. So I'm probably just gonna lay it on top of me, go like this, lay it down on top of me, and then just slide out, make it easy. And then when I get that out, I'll get back to y'all. I gotta do this fast because the carpet worker is like, we got a carbon fiber drive shaft in and is installed. Everything's torqued down to spec. Yay! Alright, so we got everything finished up. Drive shaft is on, got the car lowered down. Got the exhaust put back on as well. We're gonna go out for a little drive here in a minute, see how the drive shaft feels. That might actually be a separate video. I'm gonna hold off on doing my axles and the toe links that I have until it's a little bit cooler in the year, because right now working in the sunlight has been abysmal. But yeah, I'm gonna turn on the car. That way y'all can hear the cold start with the exhaust, and then probably end the video there. And next video will be probably me back out on the street. But yeah, so let me set y'all down. Around there. And get this sucker turned on. RFP right here.